journey. Hope everybody's having a great night. I am early. I am early. So it's either on an hour early, off an hour early, or it's just going to be a long one. So, because I have several things that I was wanting to do tonight, so we'll see how it goes. So, hope everybody's doing great. And I guess the ones that can't catch it tonight can always go back and watch. So, I was going to try to get my t-shirt up that I am going to do an upcycle on. And I'm sure I'm going to be repeating myself. So, hey, Nifty. Oh, hello, Hoya. How are all you guys doing tonight? Oh, while you're on here, Hoya, I'll show you what I've got done so far, and you can let me know yes or no, because I can always redo. I'm fantastic cooking dinner right now. How are you? I'm doing great. Got on early, so I told Sam if you were on here tonight, I'd show you what I've got done so far on my second round. And you can tell me no if you don't like it. So it's not going to hurt my feelings any, because it's like, it's been good practice for me. But this is what I did to modify a little bit, to add a little bit, because all the pictures I was seeing is that it usually has like a smiley face. But if you don't like the smiley face and you want me to do it differently, I can. So you can let me know. Do you? Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going, like with this one, his arms are just real short. But you know, he has like longer, kind of thinner arms or whatever. So I am going to do a little bit different length on the arms and the legs. I think I am going to make them a little bit longer. And then I noticed on one hand I had some red, or maybe on both of them had some red, kind of on these knuckles. So I may do something like that if I can figure something out to do it, or like sew it on somehow maybe. So, but anyway, this is my second one. So I told Sam he could have my prototype. My first round test run. So, but anyway, that is fine. I trust your judgment. Well, I appreciate that, Hoya. Wait, now my whole schedule is messed up. Sorry, I guess I should have texted you and let you know I was going early, Lenora. But I was like, I'm ready to go. I got the house cleaned up, got my kitchen cleaned up, got my dishes done, got the living room cleaned, got my dining room table cleared off. I was like, I told Sam, he just got home, and I told him, I was like, I'm going on early. It's either I get on early and get off an hour early, or it may just be a long one tonight. I don't know, because I won't be on tomorrow night. So we've got too much that we're doing tomorrow, and that's one reason why I was like, I just want to get stuff done and get on here and just get her done. Having some barbecue chicken with scalloped potatoes and rolls. That sounds really good. I haven't had good scalloped potatoes in a long time. So that sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, what do I got on my hand? I hope I am not breaking out. Oh, I love making food. Well, you came to the right place, because we talk about food a lot here. And we like snacks. So, you know, you can always have a snack. I think I got the memo, because I've been getting the kids ready for bed and settling the house down already. Hey! We were on the same wavelength. Am I breaking out in hives? I better not be. I haven't had anything funky. Unless I got bit, but I don't think I got bit by anything. Oh well, it doesn't matter. And even Whitney, I mean, he went to bed kind of early, but we were both up super early this morning. And we finished watching Landman. And it's a little bit, because he warned me, he was like, it's a little rough on the edges and stuff, and you're not going to like the language, and you're not going to like some of the content, but he was like, you're going to like it. You're going to like it. And I was like, ay, ay, ay. But, you know, it was okay. You know, Billy Bob Thornton, they picked the right person to do that character. I'm snacking on cheese. It's while dinner is cooking. Hey, cheese is always a good go-to. Hello, Anast. So anyway, but tonight there's a few things that I'm just going to kind of go over this recycling of this shirt here. What I decided to do, like I said, this other shirt that I was working on is going to end up being something totally different. But I came across this St. Louis Cardinals t-shirt. I've already cut it. I've cut off the sides, opened it up, cut the bottom off. And this is so hard to try to see, I know. But I went ahead and cut it off. And it is, I mean, depending on how tall you are and stuff, it may be, it's going to kind of be a cut off a little bit, kind of at the waist area a little bit. But what I decided to do with the ribbon I got from Dollar Tree the other day, this wide ribbon here, I started crocheting on the side of it. Well, whenever I went to look at the ribbon, you know, back in the day, you could get like 9 feet or so or whatever of it. You get a pretty good, amount of yarn, not yarn, of ribbon. Well, I went to look at it because I didn't really pay attention to what it said as far as like feet, yards, you know, whatever. And so today, whenever I looked at it, it was like, it only said 3 feet and something. I was trying to find the other spool, but I can't find it right now. I put it in, everything in here, but I don't know where I put it. I thought I put it right on top. But anyway, this is what the spool was. Well, it's only 3 feet. Well, I go to undo it, and of course, oh yeah, it's 3 feet, a little over 3 feet, not much. But I mean, it doesn't even hardly cover the spool. I mean, it's just, here, this is it. It's like you might as well not even put a spool. And it used to be, like I said, back in the day, I mean, like that thin, like the more thin one that's like this, it was like such a good deal to get it because, I mean, it feels like it lasts forever. But honestly, in the end, this, whenever I measured it against this t-shirt to do it for the upcycling, is perfect. So I went ahead and just left it at the 3.28 feet and went ahead and just started crocheting on the edge of it. And I used an F hook with it, and it allowed me to use the F hook. So it was kind of giving it like a wavy kind of look. And I really like it. And I wanted the red, white, and blue because, of course, as you all know, you know, St. Louis Cardinals is red, white, and blue. So I had some different fabrics here that I was going to also use. And I'm kind of back and forth because I wanted to do something kind of on the patchy side, but yet I'm not real sure how I want to do it. Dollar Tree turned into the $5 store below here. Oh, I'm it's getting crazy. I mean, they're getting ready to, you know, raise prices again. I think in some places they have. They haven't here yet, but I mean, we don't even have like the higher priced items really in our store. Every now and then they'll get like one little aisle, one side of one little aisle, kind of like an end cappy type thing that they'll put like the $2, $3, $4, $5 things or whatever. And usually it's just like seasonal stuff or whatever, but that's about it. Our Dollar Tree is not very big anyway. So, but then I remembered that I had this fabric, and it's kind of like the red, white, and blue, that I thought I could incorporate doing, piecing or whatever, because then I have this blue too that would contribute to it. And then I have this too, that it was in a bag of just remnants of fabric that I had at found at the thrift. And it's like somebody just used it to practice on. But there's still enough here to do something with, So I have these pieces. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, how I want to cut them to get them to go together. And then use this as my trim on the outside. Because what I would love to do is be able to have something that would just be that I could just trim this, like this on the outside, and have it, be more flowy or whatever. But I would have to have a lot of this, because this is the red, white, and blue of that old that I got from the Coats and Clark Pearl Cotton, Pearl Cotton, yes. Like the old stuff. And it's what I found at thrifting too. And I am keeping this for me because I'm a Cardinals fan. So, but anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to decide how I want to do the fabrics. So, because these are just scraps. Some of this stuff is some, that I got left over from bigger pieces that I got, or they were from thrifting. The majority of them are my thrifted fabrics. So, if not all of them in this round, actually, but I thought this stars one would be kind of neat for like a little strip somewhere, just because of the red, white, and blue. And I already have this cream color, and with this pearl cotton that I'm using, it's an off-white kind of color too, kind of the older style type thing. So I thought it might go. So we'll see. So, wanted to kind of give an update on that, of what I was doing as far as this goes. Pathfinder, I showed that update. So, it's going to be a go with him. Now, I just have to get his arms and legs. Like I said, I'm going to make him a little bit longer and skinnier. I may try to actually have him come down and bend like around, because, yeah. He's a different looking character. And he has long skinny arms and long skinny legs, and they're kind of pokey looking. So I just think, I thought it'd be kind of neat just to try to make him a little bit more, do my take, have a little bit more, of his look, of what he looks like. So however you want is perfectly fine with me. Okay, Hoya. And I know you said that I, had free reign of whatever on that. So, and I appreciate that. But I wanted you to see it, and I wanted you to give me your honest opinion, because, he's going to be yours. So I want you to like what you're getting, So anyway, yeah, after you, Woo. You wanted a peanut butter cracker. I know. Where we go? Did you lose it? Move that back. Hello? I'll try to pronounce your name, but sorry if I don't get it correct. Is it Zara? Don't have a clue. Okay, watch out, Will. Watch out. Watch out. You need to back up. I need to move my box. But guess what we're going to do tonight too? A little yarn winding to get this wool done. Because I'm going to have my grandkids this weekend and I need to get this yarn out of here. So we're getting stuff done. So I decided tonight, yep, I'm just going to do the update type stuff, give the, kind of give my idea of what I'm doing on this next upcycle. And as I work on them kind of off of here, I think I am working on kind of a short or kind of a video type thing to put up for the upcycled t-shirt. So even though I won't be working on it live, I'll have something put up with it. So hello, what are you doing? You already ate your supper. It's an Arabic name. I know it's hard. Yeah. I love winding yarn. I was just gifted a yarn spinner from my niece. Couldn't be happier. Yes. I thought, yeah, I had forgot all about that. You had said that. So, yes. So you're enjoying it, Nifty? You are enjoying it? Lulu, you were literally just outside and you had supper and you went outside. No, we've lost another one to the yarn winder. Yay! We have another yarn winder in the house. If I can get this thing undone. Oh my gosh. It is the best thing. It is the best thing ever. Like I said last night, I didn't realize really how much I was going to enjoy it. I was just like, okay, it really is going to be functional for me. It's going to be something worth it. It's going to be, I don't know that it's going to be that much of a hype, but it's truly amazingly wonderful. For me. Just saying. Oh gosh. I am so glad that you have it. I'm so glad you have it. Now you get to see all the toys and everything in the living room and watch Luna. Luna's probably going to be begging me to go outside. Okay, this yarn is going to be a little bit harder, I think, as far as winding goes. This is that thinner stuff, and I just don't know. Just don't know about it. I think I'm going to love working with it. But putting it on here is another story. Oh my goodness, there we go. It's already starting. I unwrapped everything. Well, I thought I did anyway. I'll put it that way. Oh, Lulu. Well, she has been laying in the shower for 2 days. So, I mean, today she's been up and out and more so and stuff with us. So, now that she's more herself and we're not having storms and whatnot. So, I wouldn't doubt if she does have to go back out. Hold on, Will. Well, I was just getting ready to say Randy better show up because he wanted yarn winding last night. Oh. And I said that I might do it tonight, so and I was like, "Yep," because I want to get this yarn done. I want to get it out, get it put away, because my grandbabies are coming this weekend for one night anyway. So I know Everly, she'll be all wanting to get in it. She's good about staying out of stuff though if you tell her not to, but she'll still want to be like checking everything out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let her out here. I'm at a stopping point right now, so I'm gonna let her out real fast. You have to go or not? No? Okay, where I can see you. Okay. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna get all of these spun tonight or not. Wound, whatever. With these thinner ones. Oh, I guess I only have one or two more. So I can see y'all talking. Oh, there goes a side by side, and she's probably gonna chase it. Hey, that's awesome. You got your car fixed. That's good news. I figured you would. Now I want to spin more yarn. It's so satisfying. Yes, it is. And yeah, that was really quick. I don't get that lucky getting my car fixed. So was it just a quick fix then? My sister and brother-in-law fixed it. Oh, your sister and brother-in-law fixed it? Okay. Hello? Okay, around here it's either Dana or Dana. So either way, don't know which, but I know people that spell their name D-A-N-A and they go either way. So, sorry if I didn't say it correctly. I am good, thank you. How are you? Okay, I gotta go let you back in. Yeah, it's hot, isn't it? I needed a new battery, and after $234 later, I have a new battery. Oh, well, there you go. Hey, Emma, how are you? Well, yes, thank you, Jesus, that it was only the $234 and it wasn't anything any worse than that. And you had people that helped you, so that's good. Okay, I'm not gonna wind one of these again tonight. I had no idea batteries are gosh darn expensive. Oh, everything's expensive. Everything anymore is sky high. Just the way it is. I am doing really well, Emma. Thank you. I'm glad you're doing good too. I'm glad you're here tonight. Are you working on anything right now? It has a 3-year warranty. Well, good. Always probably a good idea to get the warranties on things like that. I know Whitney used to argue with me on stuff like that, but anymore it's like, nope. If we wouldn't have got the warranty on the car we went and bought here a few years ago, it would have been in a lot of trouble. A lot of finance. It would have been a lot of money. I'll put it that way. So, and it wasn't that old of a car and didn't have that many miles on it, so it ended up being on them. So he doesn't really give me much. He doesn't give me much grief on that anymore. Now, granted, there are some things you don't really need your warranty for, but on a vehicle, yeah. I wanted to join you last night, but we were at the lake all day and I was toast. Oh, well, that sounds like a lot of fun, Emma. And yeah, after being out on the water all day, yeah, that wears a person out, you know? And really, honestly, I hope you slept good. I mean, because I always do. It seems like it's always like, okay, then you're just ready to crash. And it's some good sleep usually. Unless you get sunburnt really bad. Then that's not so fun. Chunky crochet hat. Oh, awesome. The old battery was 8 years old. I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness, yeah. That got a lot of life. I love the new scenery. Yeah, I'm down here towards the end of my table, so now you get to see my living room with all the kids' toys and whatnot. So yeah, that's the little toy pile over there. And I just leave it there because it's like, well, it's just gonna be right back out again. So And those toys, they're just even too big to put in a toy box because it's all the trucks and semis and all the Gray's stuff over there, and then Everly's little riding toy. So, oh, good grief. This is just, yeah. Here I am at the really at the end, and now it wants to have a big old nasty knot. And it may just get snipped. It may just get snipped, and that's okay. Because there's a lot of this yarn that it's already snipped in places on some of it and tied back together. And I'm okay with that. I don't really like doing it, but I'm okay with it whenever it becomes an issue. Because I can always, a lot of times then I end up untangling it a lot better that way. Hello. I'll just call you Franco. Okay, that's going to be for a different day. I will get it untangled, but not tonight. And I have another one that I could do in this, but we're not doing it tonight. It's just too thin, and I can add to it later, or do another ball of it later. So get one that's a little bit easier to do. The struggle is real. You are right, Emma. You are right. And sometimes you just have to cut your losses, and And it's not really a loss, though. The yarn did not win. I'm still going to get it. I just have to take a break from it. Because you guys don't want to see me unwind a big old knot. It's not even big. It's just a little teeny tiny knot in there. And it's like, nope. Not going to do that. Not going to bore everyone with that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to. I have all of this yet to wind. So I got plenty. It's the never-ending box. Oh. The never-ending box. It's amazing how much was in here. It just amazes me. I know, isn't it, Emma? It is. It is. And I am so thankful for it. I'm so thankful to Lenora for it. So well, there is. I don't know. Maybe the yarn fairy came along and just decided that she was going to give me more. I don't know. It is, though, stinking amazing how much yarn is in here. It really is. It blows my mind. It's crazy. I mean, by the time I had been getting it all wound up, I mean, it doesn't, because then you have your wound up balls that are more, compact and stuff. And it makes it seem like there's not as much, once they're wound up. But that's only to my benefit of that it's not going to take so much space, So that's a good thing. Yes, it does. It keeps multiplying. That's exactly what it's doing. And hello, Chosen. I saw you sneak in. Okay, now where's that coming from? Okay, I don't know why this is wanting to cause me fits now. Okay, we're going to come in from this way. The Yarn Fairy wants me to get sleepy. ASMR yarn winding. There you go. Okay, in all honesty, I had one of the kids smashing the lid down while I taped it shut. Well, you said if it fits, it ships, right? And so I was like, you got it. So, I mean, it was taped down pretty good. It was taped down good. And I am very surprised that it didn't cost more to ship it. Hello, Aubrey. How are you? Okay. And this is one of them that feels like it's conditioned. I don't know. It is the weirdest thing how it feels. It feels like somebody like put conditioner in it. And that's what I felt like. It's just some kind of oils in it maybe, or I don't know. Because I don't work with wool enough, or I'm not educated enough on any of how they treat it, what they do with it, anything. I know that I don't mind working with it, and it's amazing, but I haven't done it a lot, you know? So if anybody knows anything on that, you can educate me. Yeah, because I was afraid it would explode in shipping, and I was going to say the same about the shipping, right? Oh, thank you, Randy. So yeah, it's amazing. You know, I mean, yeah, for all that I got in that, and for no, I mean, really, the shipping, that was pretty good. You know, because the cost of shipping is just crazy right now on everything. It's just ridiculous, honestly. It's ridiculous. But, you know, nobody asked me. Nobody asked me. And stamps, of course, just went up. And my post lady, whenever I went in there to ship some things, just here recent, she was like, postage is getting ready to go up. Do you want to buy some stamps while you're here? And I was like, yeah, if I can still use them whenever it comes time, just kind of giving her a hard time though a little bit. And so she was like, yeah. And I was like, so I went ahead and bought up a few because I don't mail a whole lot, as far as like, I don't mail like any of my bills or anything. Whitney does. Whitney still does on some of his stuff. But the majority of my stuff, I do it online. I have apps online, and I know some people don't like doing that, and I can understand that. There's a lot of people that have gotten hacked and stuff like that. And I know my dad, he gives me a hard time, but he's been hacked I don't know how many times, and I've not ever, and I hope Lord Jesus protect me in that. I'm not being sassy about it at all. but I've not ever had any issues yet. So he was like, well, how do you know you haven't? And I was like, because I check my stuff. So I just hope that I continue to not have any issues. Because I know it can happen in 2 seconds, you know. It's always a party here. We try to have fun. We try. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, I can barely hear it, so I'm surprised that you can hear it. You must have eagle ears because I can barely hear it tonight. That is so funny. If you're meaning from here, because yes, I have a train going through right now. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the hearts. Whoever's throwing the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's through now. It's already went through now, but and the thing is, my train is pretty far away actually. Compared to where I live and where the train is, it's pretty far away. Actually, is it still going? Okay. My headphones are powerful. Well, I know different people say how their headphones are, that they're really, really amplified. Like it picks up everything. And you know, I even got for Christmas, I got Whitney some of those earbuds that are supposed to be like hearing aids. Searched, did my research, did all the things, got them for him. I've wore those things more than he has. And that's not saying a whole lot, but I was like, can you tell the difference? And he was like, not really. And I'm like, whenever I put them on, I could tell the difference. So I thought, you know, I should just take them whenever I go to the Y and stuff, whenever I'm walking, working out, doing whatever. But I haven't ever taken them with me. So those peppies, yeah, I know that they can really amplify too, but I've never done headphones. So Oh, I know you have mentioned that you could hear it on the interstate. Is the shirt on the mannequin going to be modified with crochet? Yes, Emma, it is. Um, I was showing earlier, and I think it was before you came on. And that's why I said for people that watch this later, I'm going to be repeating myself, and you know what? That's okay. I'm all tangled up now. But I had this ribbon from Dollar Tree that is the thicker ribbon. Here I was trying to keep this all kind of whatever, and now I'm all tangled up in it. Um, but I started crocheting on the edge of it with the red, white, and blue. And this is the red, white, and blue that I got from my thrifting here a while back that was in a bag. And it's the old pearl cotton by Coates and Clark that just comes on these little, tubes. And I'm got assorted fabrics here of this and some blue and some of this red. And then there's some of this that I just have like a piece of kind of pieces that just have like the red, the, blue, kind of the off-white. So I was just kind of giving an update on that of what my plans were for that. I may work on some of the lace, here online. But as far as putting it together, I probably won't. But as I mentioned before, I am doing, it'll either be a short or it will be a video that I'll have up of me doing the shirt. So, because I think that's what I'm going to start kind of doing. I'll do updates and stuff, but I think I'm going to try to do kind of some shorts or just shorter videos to kind of show what I am working on in the background, because it's hard for me to concentrate on anything too much that I'm paying attention to and putting together and still pay attention to you all, because that's what I'm here for, is to talk to you guys and for us to interact and get to know each other and share things and stuff. But I'll work on stuff, of course, but things that are easier, that I already have like a plan in my head, something that I've already made up, a pattern that I've already made up, or, something that's pretty easy, like an Afghan, my blankets and stuff, the easier things that are a little bit more mindless to work on. Yeah, I'm excited to get it done. I think it's going to be fun. I'm keeping it for me because I am a St. Louis Cardinals fan. So, it is going to be a shirt for me. And then I had other shirts that I have thrifted that, yes, there's the one that I was in the middle of working on, but it's getting turned into something else. Because what I got done is still going to turn into something, but I've kind of laid it to the side because I kind of got stumped in what I want to do completely. But then I kind of went another way on the project a little bit in my mind. So that's why it's set to the side and I've not revisited it again yet. So, because then I have all these orders too that I'm trying to get done. So I want to get that, focus on getting those orders and stuff done. And those will kind of be some of my shorts and stuff too that I'll be kind of having snippets of some of that stuff. There'll be some of my projects though, some of my orders that I'll be able to work on online though. I have another baby blanket to get done. It's another, some of you may remember me doing the Granny Square Heart Center blanket. And it's another one of those. So, oh, I definitely keep busy. Yes, I do. I do. I have, and I'm okay with that. I mean, things are happening that, that I am very, very happy, about, and feel, like things are going in the right direction, but yet trying to keep myself in check on some things too, to not get overwhelmed or anything like that. And having a lot of life, a lot of life sometimes, not as much is what was, but you know, those things too, you know, that life doesn't stop. So, but this stuff keeps me in check too, you know, and being on here with you guys keeps me in check in a good way. Because I very much believe that we're all each other's kind of support system and everything too, a little bit, you know? And that's one of the purposes of why I did this, you know, to be able to have community and find other like-minded people with similar, you know, interests and stuff. And it doesn't even have to be, you know, totally, you know, 100%. I mean, there's, you know, we can all learn something from everyone. So, now, what I'd be really happy to have happen and so excited and maybe actually about pee my pants over is if I could get my stinking go live with me back up and going, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Yes, everyone here is so wonderful and supportive. I feel so blessed to have found you. Well, thank you very much. I am so happy that you're here and part of our little family. You know, you definitely are an added blessing too. So, and that's just it. I mean, really, I mean, there's so many people that are here that are so kind and gracious, and you know, I have really built very good friendships, you know, and met people I wouldn't have otherwise ever met, you know, and even the people overseas, the everything, it's just amazing. And it just blows my mind, you know, how really small this whole entire world is. I mean, in a way, you know, because it's like, think about it, you know, you get to talk to people that are in a totally different country, way on the other side of the world, you know? So, and it's amazing. Chosen, thanks you. Well, thank you, Chosen. You're welcome and thank you. You know, you contribute well here too. You know, you make us laugh, you make us think. Oh, you've been with me pretty well from the get go, too. You keep us on our toes. I'm glad she's here, too, because I can work while she talks. Same for Joseph, right? Yeah. And you know, there's sometimes too, you know, being quiet isn't always a bad thing either. I mean, there's times where, you know, we don't talk as much and that's okay. Sometimes we just need to just be, you know, and I'm okay with that. It's when it gets too quiet though, then I'm like, okay, what's wrong? What's wrong? Is everybody asleep? Is everybody, you know? And really, a lot of it is that people is just like, no. It's like they come in and they're like, wow, it's like really chill in here. You know, it's nice. Everybody gets along. We don't have negativity. We don't, and that is the main compliment that I get from everyone of how different it is here. You know, the feel, everything. And that is a huge compliment to me because that's the way I want it to be, you know? And that's what I pray over it to continue to be. And that's what I prayed over it before I even started this, you know? And I do believe that the Lord is keeping me in safety on that, you know? Because we really don't have any problems here. We really don't. And whenever anything does try to happen, it's usually very minimal and easily taken care of. Uh, excuse me. You turned the real light off. It's probably. Oh, did you guys all get to see that? That was wonderful. You were just online in your skivvies, I think. You possibly were online in your skivvies because I have this turned the other way. So you need to. I'm covering the phone right now so you can get back the other direction. So you're not shown again. Oh my gosh. Hello, Frito. I think I'm always going to yap when I join. Hey, you can yap away. You can yap away, Chosen. Exactly. Then I start thinking of things to talk about and the work stops. Well, yeah, that does happen. Yep, sure was. Hello, Whitney. Oh my gosh, and I didn't even know he was there. He was in bed, people. He was in bed. He was in bed. And then all of a sudden the lights went out. And I'm like, who just did that? Oh my gosh. So that's why I'm like completely like this because he just continued to stand there. And I'm like, because he was going to turn off the living room light, I think is what he was going to do. And now I'm afraid to move. Oh my gosh. Didn't even at all think. So maybe we need to turn back this way. How about? Just in case. We will remedy that real quick like. A free spirit household, I see. Well, I don't know if you'd call it that or not. I know! It would have been hilarious. We would be peeing our pants right now because I'm really trying to contain myself right now. I really am. This would have been a prize moment. A golden moment. One for the history books. It's ranking up there with the drunken frogs. It maybe even has a drunken frogs beat. I don't know. Oh gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to, you know. Oh gosh. Okay, so how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. Oh, hopefully nobody's scarred from that. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Don't cheat yourself out of a good laugh. I'm scared. Why are you scared? I'm doing good. Just gotta go wash my. Oh my gosh. Go wash those eyes. Go wash them, Chosen. Scarred. Okay, that's what I figured you meant, but it was like, you're scared. What are you scared about? Me not laughing? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Everybody take a quick break to go wash their eyes. Oh my gosh, that is a shock to the system whenever you're not expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. Oh my goodness. Well, that's what I get for you know. Put my winder at the end of the table. Well, I could be scared he makes a repeat performance, right? I don't think that'll be happening. You won't be able to see it this time if he won't. Oh, oh my gosh. He didn't seem to be too afraid of it, but I think he was half asleep still. Oh gosh. Hello, Randy. You just missed it. You just missed it. Oh gosh. I knew it. My internet went down and I feel I missed something. Yeah, you did. You sure did. Oh my goodness. Okay, I had to make a set adjustment. Oh gosh. Oh, if I could play the music. Oh my gosh. That would just be, oh my gosh. If I could just cue the music right now. Oh my gosh. We have to react the same way when we see Luna, to be fair, guys. Oh no. Yeah, Randy, would you okay. Do it all again. Now take from the top. No, we can't. We can't replay it. Sorry. Chosen already had to go wash his eyes out. Oh my gosh. Randy, I don't think you really want to see it. Oh my gosh. It was a shock to the system. Whitney versus terms of service. Whitney wins. Well, I don't think I want to see it now. No, All I was doing, Randy, I was just sitting here innocently, winding my thread, winding my yarn, my wool. That's all I was doing, innocently. And then the lights go out. And I'm like, what? What the world? And I look. And guess what? My husband and his skivvies. That's what it was. You rather do exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Whitney came in thinking he was going to turn the light off, and I think he was thinking the living room light, but still he had to walk through. Well, I didn't even know he'd walk through. And then the lights go out in here, and I'm like, excuse me, and I look, and it's him in his underwear. just standing there. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like this, like covering the phone so nobody can see him. And he's just standing there, and I'm like, well, were you wanting to turn off the living room light, maybe? Oh my gosh. Oh, no us, you and your husband in his skivvies. Oh, I'm not in my skivvies. I'm not. Anyway, he has now returned to bed. And he probably, I mean, he may be up again, but I don't think he'll be making another appearance. And I moved, so now we are clearly in the safe zone. We're in the safe zone. So there'll be no more oopsies tonight. And the reason why I'd set up down is because I had a bunch of stuff down here. So I was like, nope, we're just going to move that real quick. We're just going to make it work down here. So that's what we did. Yes, thankfully. Thankfully. Oh. Poor Whitney, just, getting up to, Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Oh, geez, now I can't even get this untied. Where's the end of it? Oh my gosh, if CJ would have been here, can you imagine? All right, what else will tonight bring? Hey, you never know around here. You never know. I said earlier that this stream has excitement, right? It's always a party. It's always a party. Poor Whitney, all he wanted to do was turn out the light, and now he's Mr. July on a calendar of 60 and over. Oh gosh, that's what I said. Poor guy, he just wanted to turn off the light. Oh. older ladies will subscribe tonight. Sure. Well, maybe. Oh no. When I start saying hello, flash, and dash, just know I'm referring to tonight. Oh my gosh. I will take note. Oh gosh. Hello, Danae. How are you? Oh my gosh. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. You just missed all the excitement. Today, welcome to the party. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'll be lucky to remember the comment next time anyway. I'll probably be something else then. Hey, it might be, it might be. Well, just think of a flasher, I and give up now. Is the answer a tambourine? Oh yeah, I never did tell you what it was last night, did I, Chosen? You took off. Or maybe I took off and didn't tell you. I don't remember. Nope. As I said, you're more on it whenever you're in the area of flute. Oh yeah, I know you go in and out all the time. And there's sometimes you don't even say anything and you're kind of in the background. You're back in the back of the room somewhere. And I try to talk louder for the people in the back sometimes. He would do that while I'm on a row I have to count on, and all I can do is think of one-liners. Hey, that's okay. Well, Mr. Brown Eyes, you would be correct. On your 15th try. I seriously don't know how many, but you know what? Yeah, it took you a while. Took you a while. Took you 2 days and 100 tries. So smart. You're so smart. So smart. No, I don't know if I'm going to get that undone or not. Yeah, we'll wait on that. Okay, I think that's Sam coming through. What are you working on tonight? Well, Danae, right now I'm just winding yarn, but the St. Louis t-shirt back here is what I was kind of updating on a little bit, and then I was updating on my Pathfinder too. The St. Louis Cardinals one, I have different fabrics that I was going to put down the sides to do more flowy, like sleeve type stuff on. Because red, white, and blue. And this one I have stars on. But with this lace that I found, I was doing this, I was crocheting off the lace. So once I get my fabrics cut kind of the way I want to and get them situated to sew, to make a panel on the sides, kind of the boho style, you know, some of them that you see people doing. And then I'll put that lace trim on around each sleeve. So, and I'm a Cardinals fan, so it'll be a shirt for me. So I found this one it was in the basement. It was one of the kids, and I just need the panel. I just needed the panel on it, so I just went ahead and cut it down and to get that, you know, front and back panel. And so, hello, Shatika. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. All you know is victory. Hey. So proud of your accomplishments. And then the Pathfinder, I had done it a little bit differently to add some things to it that the Pathfinder kind of has on him. So he usually has a smiley face on his monitor. So I went ahead and did like a little smiley face. And then I'm going to do his arms and legs a little bit longer and thinner than what I had originally done. So make a few adjustments of my own. Because I wanted to do the pattern first just to kind of feel, get a feel from it. So, hello there. How long does a project take for you? It's long for me. Rachel, it just depends on what the project is. So, just depends. Sometimes it will take a long time and other times not so long. So, just depends on what it is. If I work consistently on an Afghan, I can have one done in like a week. If I'm consistently working on it. Sometimes it depends on how big it is. If it's a baby one, I can get it done in a few days. Again, if I'm working consistently on it. Yeah. If it's a king size, it would probably take a little bit longer, and it would depend on the pattern. But if it's just your basic, so a king size would take a little bit longer. It would take me a good week to 2 weeks maybe for that. But there has been some of my baby blankets that I've done that have taken me a little bit longer because of the pattern, It just depends. Single crochet stitches. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it can take longer, but I do tend to crochet on the faster side. But as far as gaining ground, as far as, yeah, the single crochet is going to take a little bit more just because it's a smaller stitch. But it doesn't necessarily take me longer to make it, if that makes sense. Stay dandy randy and don't eat too much candy. Will you have a good night, Chosen, if you're leaving us? There's no stitch that I really recommend. It just is whatever you're working on, I mean, whatever pattern it is that you're working on. I mean, that's that, because there's all different patterns that you can do. But I mean, if you're just starting out, the single crochet is not a bad thing to start with, and to get your tension down and your stitches right and stuff like that. I mean, even doing like the half double crochet, I like doing the half double crochet sometimes for different things, but not necessarily as my only thing for like just making a blanket. Now, if I'm doing corner to corner, I always do the double crochet on the corner to corners, and they work up really fast. And that is one of my most popular baby blankets, is doing my corner to corner and doing different colors with that. But then I also get requests for other stuff too, like the Grafgans and things like that too. And too, if you do like even a granny square one, a big granny square blanket is always pretty quick and fun, and the double crochet. Or you can do a half double crochet with that too. You can do really whatever you want with that. Do I have a favorite yarn? I use a lot of Yarn Bee, and I use what else? I use a lot of cotton. But right now I'm winding some wool blends. So and yeah, I really like my Posh yarn too, but what Michaels has, it's not the same. I mean, I've got some and I'm using it, but it's not the same. Have you been crocheting for 10 years? I don't use a lot of Michaels, no. I just whenever I'm in a pinch, maybe, you know. But I'm not a big fan of Michaels. Just because they don't have a whole lot of anything. The only reason why I did go in this last time is because I was looking for a certain color and still didn't get it, still didn't find it. And I was looking to check to see if they did have the Posh, which they had the Posh Pearl. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. Well, something's going on the interstate. And I mean, it's okay. I'm not going to totally poo-poo on it, but I don't, I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the Posh that they have out now. They're not doing it the same as what it was. But I get a lot of my yarn from Hobby Lobby because I do use a lot of it. Now, I did do a big haul whenever Joann's was going out, so I did get some yarns then to stock up on, which I don't mind those yarns either. I do like the Karen yarns and stuff, but and I've been crocheting for a long time. I've been crocheting. I started around the age of 7, I've not had any trouble with mine fraying. Still working through the scarring. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Well, that's good that they did, Rachel, because I mean, if something like that does happen, you do need to return it, and it could have just been a faulty skein. So, but I've used the Yarn Bee, and I love this yarn, I love this cotton, and I don't mind, I love this cotton brand from them, but I definitely am more of a Lily, sugar and cream, and even the peaches and cream. That's what I really started out using years ago, and I still am one of those girls. So, but yeah, and I used to use Red Heart a lot, but I don't hardly touch it now. But I do whenever I find it. If I find a unique color, a different color, or even a color from, like an older skein that's more of like a more vintage color, because I do look for those colors because I really do like those colors. Because really, I found, whenever you do wash it and do all the things, it does come out pretty. I mean, they do soften up better. So not as good as what they do now. The older doesn't as good as now, but so. So I won't totally poo-poo on Red Heart either. I mean, because it got me through when I was younger. But really, we didn't have a whole lot of choice back in the day either. And especially me being younger and not having any money. So, but anyway. I tend to use a 4-weight for my blankets. I have used the chunky yarn to do the hand crocheting. Um, but I've made, I think, three of those blankets. I made one for our queen size bed, and I love it. And then I have one that's in the living room that's on my husband's chair that we keep on his chair because he likes to cover up with it, not really now, but I mean in the fall and winter and stuff, he likes it for that. And then I made a green one that I made 4. I made a green one, and then I made an all different colored one that was like a rainbow colored one because where I used to work, the owner there, um, for Christmas, she is all about color and really bright. So I made one of those for her just as like a single, blanket. But really, other than that, I just use the 4-weight. I don't use the chunky. I remember I used a Lion brand yarn shot in a cake in the color wind chimes. I made a market bag with it. Sad it's discontinued. Yeah, and whenever you find something, then that always ultimately, that is exactly what happens. They end up, discontinuing. Oh, nice. I have some I'm using now. It's going great. Oh, awesome. But yeah, that's the only time that I've used like the super chunky. Now, our dog Luna, I made her a little fluffy blanket out of some of the chunkier yarn, the Bernat blanket yarn. I think it was the super chunky though for it. And I used just a real, like the biggest hook that I had here. And I did crochet with it. I didn't do the hand knitting with it or hand crochet or whatever with it. Um, and she lays on it, but it's not her favorite. She's always like trying to shove it off the couch because I actually put it on there for her to lay on it so then she wouldn't rip at my couch. Well, I saw today she'd gotten her claw in my couch. So, but it's on me. I let her on there. So, and Whitney's like, well, clip her nails. And I was like, if she would let me. So I need to get her to the vet so we can get her nails clipped. So, because she only allows like one clip, like one toenail, and then she's done. So I'm just gonna have to take her in to get them clipped because it's worth paying the, I think, $10-15, whatever it is, to just take her and get them clipped. They have the means to do it and the equipment, better equipment than me. And I'm always scared to death I'm going to clip them too close anyway. I made some scrunched yarn. I made scouring pads with it. Hard to do, but fun. Yeah, I make the scrubbies, the little scrubber little discs. I sell a lot of those. A lot of those. I just got a bulk order actually for some that I need to get delivered. Probably get them delivered tomorrow. But the kind that I use, I think it is the Yarn Bee brand, and it's just like the tube kind of scrubby stuff. It's not the furry scrubby. And so it's really, it's easy to work with, really, for me anyway. It's really easy to work with. But then I have used the combination of the cotton and the scrubby. It's that scrub off or whatever, I think, by Lily Sugar and Cream. But I can't hardly find it. I found it on Whatnot, people selling it on Whatnot, but then I found it, where else did I find it? There was somewhere else I found it. I think I found a skein of it thrifting, just one skein, or 1.5 skeins, I think, something like that. And then I think it was just at Whatnot. I think I got it at Whatnot, on Whatnot, from somebody maybe. I can't remember for sure. So, but around here I can't find it really, for me to like always get it and keep it in stock. So whenever I do find it, I do buy it up because they are really good for like wash rags, cleaning cloths, because it has the cotton and the scrubber in it both. Because before they came out with that, I was making double-sided. I was making one side of my cloth a scrubby and the other side a cotton, so then you could have it both ways for cleaning or for cleaning or dishes or whatever. So whenever I found this yarn, I was like, that is awesome. I don't have to make two-sided anymore. Well, good morning, Scrawlin'. It's just something you have to work at. I mean, it depends on what you're making and where your area, and And as far as online, you just have to give it time. I mean, because just because you put it online doesn't mean you're going to sell out overnight, You just kind of have to be consistent and persistent in it. And I have stuff up on Whatnot, but right now I haven't been consistent in it. I mean, I have all my stuff up, but I haven't been like online to do anything for a while now. And really, that's one of my things that I do want to start doing, and that is one of my plans to do. But I have other things on my list too that kind of have to be done before that. So I'm just trying to stay in my plan and keep myself focused on the things that need to be done first to make it better. But I do markets too, so I have both ways. But it would be awesome if I could just do it online all the time, It would be amazing. But I would still want to do markets occasionally too, because I enjoy the markets. I like meeting people and being with people and, being out there. Well, and I'm just trying to be patient in it and not make, I'm very much a realist. I'm very much realistic, and I may not sound like it, but I am. And like I've said before, and I know me explaining it doesn't probably always make sense either, but I mean, I talk out loud but I'm thinking out loud at the same time, So it's like I'm trying to make a list and prioritize, and I actually, get myself prioritized better that way, because whenever I talk it out sometimes, and it's like, okay, but is that real? Is that realistic? Is that really going to be, do you really want to put your time there? Or how much time do you want to put here or there? So I have all these ideas, but it doesn't mean I'm going to get them all done, and that's okay. But they're on my list as potential. And I also have, an ADD brain, so I have to slow myself down and rein myself in occasionally. And so talking out loud, thinking out loud over things, helps me. Because I answer my own questions a lot of times, whenever I do that. Well, I've learned the hard way. I don't know that it's being smart. I've just learned things the hard way, too, at times, because it's taken me a while to get here. Life experiences, have taught me a lot. So, they must be working down there tonight. They haven't been working at night down there, and I think that's what they're doing, because it looks like there's a state truck down there. And the reason why I know that is because of the flashing light, the way the light looks. And then it looks like construction lights down there. I'm redoing my Afghan. I'm going to take your advice. I'm doubling stitch. Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that. But the thing is, if you're wanting it to be a little bit closer stitch, if you don't want it to be the full on double, you could do the half double, because then it still will make it a little bit closer stitch. And because if you're liking the way the single was going because of that, the half double is going to give you a little bit more of a stitch, but it'll still kind of have that closeness of a stitch. So, thank you, Scrallin. Should I put fringes on? Are fringes nice? That is a personal preference on the fringe. I am not a fringe. I have done fringe on things, but every time I do it, it's like I'm never doing it again. Even on my wearables, I mean, sometimes it's fun to do that, but I do not like doing it. I don't enjoy doing fringe at all, so I'm the last person to ask on that. That to me is a personal preference thing. If you want fringe, absolutely do fringe, because I think it's very pretty. I just don't like doing it. I just don't enjoy doing it. I am more of a person that I have to see some progress pretty quickly on some things sometimes, and fringe isn't one of them. And two, I think about whenever you go to wash things, sometimes, wearables I don't think as much about, because, I do recommend that everybody hand wash and dry flat on the wearables, but what they do with that after it goes to them, if they don't do it, that's on them, not me. Um, so I think about that too sometimes, when it's a fringe, because you have to remember that too. Because once you wash a fringe, depending on what yarn and whatever you're using, Now, my cowls that I make, I use ribbon and all of that kind of stuff, but again, I put on there and I note that they need to be hand washed and laid flat to dry depending on the ribbons and things I use. Now, some of that is going to be kind of hard to do. It just depends. And yes, I have it to where they could probably take the ribbons out if they wanted to. It's not hard to to put them back on, but most people probably aren't going to do that. So I do try to keep those things in mind, and sometimes it's like, no, I like it, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. You know, that's true too. If it's going to be an Afghan that's just for show, then it doesn't really matter. But if it's going to be used all the time, yeah, you're right. That is a factor. Because just like with washing, there's going to be wear and all those things. Have a great night, Johnna. I'm off to bed for the night. Okay, Nifty, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. I was glad to see you tonight. An Afghan that's meant to be used, because that matters too. Okay, sounds really good. I won't do that then. Sounds good. Whoa, just came undone. I always think about the Afghans we had growing up. If we laid on the couch and covered up with it, the fringe was either going up your nose or in your mouth. You are right. You are right, Lenora. That is very true. And see, and that's on my Afghans, I don't think I've made one Afghan blanket, nothing that has fringe. I don't think I've ever put fringe on a blanket. And I made those mug rugs even, and I made them out of that different kind of yarn that was more like a string type, a little bit even. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this again, even though they were so cute. But, well, I'm going to bed now. I had a wonderful time laughing with everyone tonight. Bye. Well, thank you, Emma. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm glad you had a good time. And hopefully you're not too scarred. You take care. We will see you later. Have a good night. Have some good sleep. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. I keep getting. Right. Right. Oh gosh. Okay, where is the end of that? Hey, Caitlin, how are you? I'm doing great. I have been working on orders all day long, but how are you doing today? I am doing good today, Caitlin. Thank you. And yeah, the same. I've been working on orders and yeah. Any blessings. I'm off to bed. Good night, everyone. Well, good night, Randy. Thanks for joining us. You take care, and we will see you again later. I will not be on tomorrow, so we have too much stuff we're doing tomorrow, and I don't know what time we'll be home because we'll have church too. So I'll be winding for a little bit longer. You can just lay your phone beside your head and on your pillow, and you can go to sleep to the winding. Oh, and Randy, I put my link to my Facebook for my Clark Farms in my description, so you should be able to find me because I put up my new description, so it should be in there. And I'll see how many times I can get. Keep checking on him while he's trying to go to sleep. Hey, Randy, are you awake? Oh gosh. I was just testing. No, remember last time we told him to do that, we were live and kept waking him up because we would say his name. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. And I was like, yeah, I can just say, hey, Randy, are you awake? Oh my goodness. This is, I don't know why this one's giving me such fits, but it's getting whacked. Hopefully I can get a lot of orders done tomorrow. Yeah, just keep plugging away. That's all you can do. I just try to work on them every day. But then I still have to do stuff here, you know. So I just try to time my day. And with Whitney being home right now, which is wonderful, um, just spending time with him and stuff, you know, but then still trying to get stuff done. And it's like, oh my gosh. I told him today, I was like, you know, it's kind of messing with it. I said, I love it that you're here, but I was like, it's kind of messing with my schedule. And he was like, why? He was like, because I was talking about praying and stuff, because I said, every morning I have my routine, you know. And he was like, well, because I always sat in his chair whenever I would pray every day. He was like, well, I can sit on the couch. And I was like, no, I can just stay in bed. I can just stay in bed. I said, I could stay out here too, but I was like, you'd have to listen to me and watch me, which he wouldn't care. That's awesome. You have so many orders, Caitlin. Oh, I'm getting fuzzies. Saturday I did not end up crocheting because I was tired from helping at Bible school. Oh yeah. And there are all orders from people from my church. Oh, that is awesome, Caitlin. And that's just it, word of mouth and stuff, you know. So that's amazing. You know, people find out, and then you know. Because that's what I've said. I mean, people just, you know, get a hold of me through other people because they find out that I do, and, you know, and just even on Facebook and from whenever I was working, you know, most of my people, you know, that still order off of me and still get a hold of me for things are people that I either used to work with or came to me, you know, and that keeps me busy still, you know. And I enjoy it because it's something different, you know? It's something different all the time. And things I normally wouldn't maybe make, you know? Like Pathfinder. Like the Pathfinder. Which it has been fun making it, so. goodness. Another one. Man, on some of these, they tied them like tight as could be, and then others it's like just comes right off. And then it's so fuzzy, you know, furry, like have little fuzzies on them. And it makes it not want to come apart very easy. I understand why they do it, but it's a pain. Because otherwise they would be a mess if you didn't. A big mess. Oh, yeah. I can't remember where I got this. 100% perfect. 100%, yeah. 0% perfect, 100% forgiven. I can't remember where I got it. I can't remember. I think I got it as a gift, actually. I've had it for so long that I can't remember. After this live, I will not talk to you till Wednesday, and after that, Saturday. Yeah, because I won't be on tomorrow. Tuesday, yeah. But after this live, I will not talk to you till Wednesday. So it probably will be Wednesday before I'm back too. And my plan is to be here Thursday, Friday, but I probably won't be here Saturday because I'll have my grandkids. The plan is to get them on Saturday evening. We're just having them overnight. Because mom and dad having to get together with some friends for, I think it's maybe a pool party or something. I don't know. So I think it's at the same house that we went to for the 4th of July, actually. But, and they had a really nice pool, really nice setup. It was really nice. I did not swim though. I did not get in the pool. But I was very much watching all of it. Well, Gray was in the pool, and he is not afraid of nothing. And that child, he'll swim all day long if you let him. He was going up and down the pool, had his little floater thing on, and just swimming like a fish. Then Sunday or Monday, because I am busy Thursday, Friday. Okay, well, I'll look for you then on Wednesday and Sunday, maybe, Caitlin. Hey, Hoya, welcome back. Oh, I'm glad that your dinner was amazing. It sounded yummy. We had leftovers tonight, so yours sounded much more lovely. Although my leftovers weren't horrible, but, you know, what you mentioned sounded much better. Huh? You're gonna come cook for us one day? Hey. I had hamburgers from my Blackstone at home. They were delicious. And different people have the Blackstone and stuff. Well, even Seth, he went and got, well, I don't know if they bought it or if it was given to them. I don't remember now. But they have one, and he was like, I don't ever use it. But he went and got him a different grill that has like an air fryer and stuff in it, which was kind of neat. Whenever we were up there last weekend, well, last week, he cooked on that, and it was nice. And it was nice having that air fryer right there, because he just put the French fries in it, and while the other the burgers and hot dogs and everything were cooking, and so it made it nice. Prefer charcoal. Well, I think that's kind of with Seth. He thought that he would enjoy, I think, the Blackstone, but then he went back to his grill. But I think it's a gas one. I think his is gas grill, but it has the charcoal bricks in it. I think he has something in it. I'm not well versed on the grillage stuff, Whatever. I mean, I know ours, Whitney had, we have a gas grill, but he takes care of all that stuff. He does all that. You have both, yeah. Yep. Yep, Seth does too. I don't know what he's gonna do with the Blackstone though. He doesn't ever use it though, he said, so I'm like, okay. He even had a smoker too, but I didn't even see the smoker whenever we were there, so I don't know if he got rid of it or, because I think he was all about that too, thinking, yeah, having a smoker, but I don't think he hardly ever used it. He has plenty of meat that he could do anything with, as far as smoking, grilling, whatever, but because we butcher every year and he goes in on it, so. Hello, Marguerite. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I know a Marguerite, so I think that's how they spelled their name from church. I've seen people make fried rice and breakfast on the Blackstone look so good. Yeah, I've seen that too. Danae. I can't wait to have more cucumbers in the garden. Guess what? I want more cucumber salad, right? We finish it in one day. Oh, and they are that cucumbers and onion salad is so good. So good. Okay, I'm glad that I got it right. I'm glad I pronounced it right. I used to go to church with a lady. Her name was Marguerite. Now, the boys never cared for it, but I grew up eating that stuff all the time. Because I grew up, helping my grandparents with their garden and helping with canning and doing all that kind of stuff when we were younger. And that was that was the highlight of our summer. It really was. Because it was like we were getting to do what the adults were doing, and but then as we got older, then of course it was like, whenever we were younger, we loved it, But I still like to do, the gardening and the canning and all that kind of stuff. But we didn't do anything this year. But like I said, we have stuff that's still left over, so it's not a bad thing. But this year is so stinking hot. I mean, we really haven't been. I mean, we just really haven't had time to just be out and enjoy the summer because of it being so stinking hot and humid. I was just thinking that earlier today. I did go outside with Luna and I was out there for a little while. But it was like, I just want to sit on my patio and not suffocate and not feel like I have a bag on my head. Thank you, Gracie. I really like cabbage, bacon, and bow tie noodles mixed together. Oh, I've not ever tried that, but I do. We eat a lot of cabbage. My mom hates it back when my grandma made it. Oh no. She hates raw onions. Oh no. What I miss is the good, like, garden green onions. We used to always have those. That would always be at the supper table, no matter what. You know, I mean, not every meal. We didn't usually have them at breakfast. I mean, sometimes I think we actually did, depending on what we were having, but, always at lunch and dinner. And radishes. Oh my gosh. I would eat peanut butter and radishes. That was my thing. I don't know why peanut butter and radishes, but that was my thing. Love those things. Even, I mean, the white ones especially were my favorite. It sounds weird, but it's really good. Yeah. But I'm not, I've done the bacon and cabbage, but I've never done it with any noodles of any kind in it. So, I mean, you know, I mean, do you put like a dressing of anything on it, or is it like cooked? I mean, how do you do it? Is it cooked cabbage and fry it? I mean, the bacon, of course, I know is cooked, but is it like a cold salad with a cooked cabbage or a raw cabbage, or, I mean, because it actually doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, everything cooked, and I always ate it warm with a little Italian dressing. That's what I wondered, if it'd be Italian or something, because I think that would be good. I think that would be good. But again, me and Whitney are the ones that eat the cabbage and stuff, the cooked cabbage, and I'll even like put, like, like sliced potatoes, like fried potatoes or something, or, and I will do like either ham or bacon, something like that. The boys never ate it. They hated it. They said it smelled terrible. They had their words for how it smelled, but what they thought it smelled like, they did not like it at all. So now it doesn't really matter. I mean, Seth's not here, and Sam, you don't have to eat it if you don't want it. You can find something else. I love egg roll in a bowl. There's not egg roll, but it's a recipe. Yes, I've had it before, Caitlin. That is good. It is really good. Glumpkies, cabbage, garlic, onion, and other stuff cooked together. I don't know what glumpkies are. Never heard of them. You'll have to educate us on the glumpkie. Okay, sounds good, Caitlin. I will see you on Wednesday. You have a good night, and thanks for hanging out with us. I was glad to see you. It's rice, hamburger, and seasoning, wrapped in cabbage, baked with ketchup on top. I have seen that. I have seen that. We just call them cabbage rolls. We just seriously call it cabbage roll. That's what we call it. So, never heard of it called glumpkie, but you know, everywhere is different. You know. What is that egg breakfast casserole called? We just call it breakfast casserole. That's all I call that too. With the eggs, bacon, or sausage, or both, or ham, or whatever, and all that. I love that stuff. And I was actually going to make it for supper some night this week. I'm getting my jobby room ready. I've been busy with the yarns and now have at least 2 large bags to untangle like you're doing now. Oh my goodness, Skyland. Yeah, I'm still working away. Still working away. So yeah, I was gonna say whatever culture that it, the recipe kind of is coming from or something like that, But yeah, oh yeah, quiche. Yeah, you can call it, yeah, there's different, yeah, that are called quiche too, so. There's all different ways of making the quiche, stuff too. But yeah, that egg and meat and cheese, and I think some people put some kind of bread even in it and stuff like that too, but I just call it breakfast casserole. Okay, well, there you go. And that's what I thought you meant, Janae, was the monkey bread. Yeah, I've had the monkey bread before too. It's pretty good. A long time ago, back when I was eating gluten, but and I could probably even modify it now if I wanted to. I found different ways to do it, so I could just use gluten-free stuff, bread, whatever. that goes to the bigger. Auntie Anne's. I feel like I should know who you're talking about with the Auntie Anne's, but it's not coming to mind, so. Okay. Like I said, the name sounded like I should know, but I couldn't. I didn't. I wasn't recollecting anything, so. Oh, I feel like I'm getting this fuzzy all. Like, I'm inhaling all the fuzz. And last Sunday, I cleaned out my fabric closet, got rid of half the fabrics that aren't suitable for sewing, hair ties, or bows. So now I have a fabric flea market so I can get rid of what I don't want anymore. Well, there you go. That's good that you're getting through your stuff, and that's I'm getting so close to having all of my stuff done and organized. I do have everything downstairs now except for this wool. And just the few things that I have up here to work with, while I'm online with my lives and stuff and what I'm working on, just staying up here working on stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about that myself. Right. Yeah, right now I'm stocked up on everything. I've got plenty of cotton even now that I've gotten myself. My inventory stocked up on that. The wool that I've been working up here, you know, even, you know, my acrylic and my plushie yarn and stuff like that, that, you know, I'm working through it quickly, though, but I'm definitely stocked up, so, but my acrylic, yeah, I'll go through it pretty fast, too. Well, and just everything, you know, everything put, you know, having a place and knowing where everything's at and organized and, you know, and it's yours and you know where you put it and what you've done with it. I mean, sometimes though, I mean, I will admit, you know, I'll do things, whatever, and I'll forget, but for the most part, I can figure it out, you know. But I'm much better at doing it now and remembering than what I used to be. Okay, that can go with the thicker. This is that thinner stuff. That was a full-on knot. Going to bed. Have a nice night, everyone. Okay, Danae, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And I will see you later. Enjoy the rest of your night. Get some good sleep. Hey, you're welcome to do that. You're welcome to do that, Danae. Oh, I like this. Oh my gosh, I need to do this with my loose yarn. Do your winding. Yep, it's nice. And that's what I've done with all my scrap yarns. I made little scrappy cakes and stuff for fun, and I've already made a lot of stuff out of those cakes. I hadn't been squeaking, and all of a sudden, at least I didn't notice it anyway until now. I'll put it that way. Cracks me up. Everyone is like, oh, that's so peaceful. Meanwhile, I'm like, that's an annoying sound. Shucks. Block it out and goes on with what I'm doing. You know, everybody has their thing. Everybody has their thing. So you probably like it when I take a break. whenever I'm having to untangle my knots. Okay, what else do we got? That I am not going to try to untangle tonight. That I'm not going to untangle. Okay, I guess they knotted it together. How much yarn have I caked up tonight? I'll show you the cakes that I've done so far, but this box, it was pretty full of yarn. But like I said, once I get it caked up, it doesn't seem like as much, but it is, because it's more, condensed. But I've done this cake, and this cake, and this cake, and they were from multiple hanks that I did. And then I did this really skinny one, but I'm not going to do the other one that's in here right now. Well, I got two more in here that's that size. So I've just been trying to kind of match light colors. So then it's just like a scrappy cake type thing, like I've done with my regular yarns or acrylic yarns. Yes, I have more. I have all of this thicker yarn to cake up that I've just been putting over here to the side. It's way thicker than this that I'm caking up right now. So I'm trying to keep that separate. And then I do have a few of my acrylic shit to cake up that are kind of wormy skeins right now. I call them wormy skeins. To do not a lot, but some that I want to get caked up to just so they're not flopping around everywhere. Yes. Yeah, they're all wool blends. It's from the same box of wool that I'm still, doing that corner to corner scarf with. But these are all the neutrals, like the tans and the grays, tans and grays are what I'm working on now. More gray than tan, but this one's a little bit on the more tan side. A little bit. Okay, that one's thicker. This one's super thin. Yeah, that one's thinner. I'll do that one separate. And my Lone Ranger color one that I didn't get with the rest of them. Okay, I think I'm done with this size of yarn now. Oh, that looks so nice. So nice. I've not finished it yet. I still have it in there. It's still in the making. But this is the wool that I was using to make it. It was from this box. The box that keeps giving. I'm coming to the end of it. I'm coming to the end of it. I just have this bulkier yarn now that I'm gonna wind up. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh, this is super fuzzy. Whew. There's all kinds of stuff flying off of this. I may actually get all this done tonight. I don't know. We're getting pretty close. Okay, I got that cake done of some of the thicker. Running out of room. I'm about to have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. This fourth. And they'll be done even with the bigger, chunkier yarn. Well, bye-bye. See you later. Have a good day at work. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning for you. And I won't be on tomorrow, so I'll be back on Wednesday. Hello, Marta. Hello, Carrie. I was just thinking about you earlier. And hello to Luna. How are you doing? Oh my gosh. I'm doing okay for what I have to handle because of the boys, but they're still being abused. And CYS is not helping very much. Mm. I hate hearing that. I am so sorry to hear that. Oh, okay. Didn't realize they tied those together because it did not look like they were tied together. Well, I definitely still have you and your family on our prayer chain. And we'll have prayer group tomorrow again. Okay, this is the last hank of this. Okay. Now all I have left are like the super skinny ones. And there's a couple down here that I don't want to try to untangle tonight. That are kind of, they're not super duper tangled, but they're a little tangly. So I think I'm going to hold off on those. In order to get my boys back, I got to pay up to $50,000 for starting. Not at the end of it, I will have to pay $100,000. Oh wow. Yes, I did. I did. And I have some of my yellow down here I was needing to do, but I'm not going to do it tonight. I think I'm done. I think I'm done for tonight. Over here. So this is what I got done. Out of all of that was in the box. So I think that's pretty good. They're pretty good sized, you know. There's a lot in each one. So I will have plenty. Gonna put that in here and put my other fabrics in here to get them put away for tonight. Put them back down here so I know where they're at for tomorrow. You're still waiting on your bus? Oh, goodness. I don't know what, if anything, I'll really get done tomorrow as far as crochet stuff goes, but I'll probably take stuff with me to work on in the car, because Whitney has more stuff he has to do than me. I just have chiropractor and going to, I'm going to stop at the thrift to see if they would happen to have any other fabrics, like fabric remnants, packaged up. Because I can usually get those for a pretty good price there. Most times, if it's something that I, want, I can usually find something pretty decent priced. So with all of this put up, if I can get this put back in the box. Every time I try to do it, I feel like I screw it up. There we go. I can never remember half the time. Put that here. Okay. Well, I think I've got everything cleaned up. And I think I'm going to call it a night. It's 6:23. Oh, wow. That's 11:24 by our clock now, here in the evening. So yeah, for tomorrow, I will not be here tomorrow evening. That's Tuesday. So then Wednesday, I should be here again of an evening. Thursday, the plan is to be here again too. And Friday, probably, unless there's things I have to do to get ready for the kids, possibly. I don't know, because I don't know for sure what time I'm getting them Saturday. So depending on what time I'm getting them Saturday, if I'll be here Friday. So we'll know more whenever we get closer to that time. So you having a break from knitting. Hey, Ian, I just got done winding a bunch of cakes. These. And these. All of the rest of my wool that I had in a box that I wanted to get done tonight. And then I shared my update on my, now it's totally leaving my brains, Pathfinder that I was getting done. So that's what I've got done so far. I don't have his arms and legs done yet. I'm doing his arms and legs differently. And then an update on a t-shirt that I'm upcycling. So anyway, thank you. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Scotland. So yeah, right now I'm actually getting ready to go. I've been on since 8 this evening. I came on a little bit earlier today, so because I was ready just to start getting some stuff done. I'm gonna have my grandkids this weekend, so it's like, yeah, I'm ready to get stuff done. So I was getting antsy and was just like, yeah, we're just gonna go on early and then see how long we're here, So, but anyway, will not be here tomorrow. We'll be here Wednesday. We'll be here Thursday. We'll know closer to time, probably Thursday time if I'm here on Friday. And more than likely, I will not be here on Saturday, but I will be here on Sunday. So that's kind of my schedule for the week. So I don't foresee anything happening right now. So The Lord willing. That's all I can say. So anyway, you all have a great night, and thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I love you dearly. I honestly do. Um, and we have prayer tomorrow evening, so if anybody needs prayers for anything, you can always message me and let me know. So, because I pray over this. I pray over everyone actually that I encounter on here, honestly, and just kind of cover it with the Lord knows. So you all have a great night, and we will see you again on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Time. So catch y'all later. Bye.